I like the back four, but it was a preference. It wasn't a necessity. For some reason,
Has Amorim been right all along? Because today we are going to be looking at the problems of Manchester United, how Manchester United has become so bad, and why, or they might actually be like that for quite a while because the solutions are not in sight. The solution does not even look in sight. Everybody seems confused about Manchester United. Goldstein, dropped the video, ranting and really, really very angry about what is going on at Manchester United. And also Troy dropped the video. All of these things are things we are going to be looking at. We are also going to be looking at tweets from fans who believe that Manchester United, made a mistake by sacking Ruben Amorim. So to start with first, let me play this video of Troy, where he really, really talked about how he feels about Manchester United and how Manchester United has all of a sudden become a banter club.
Man United has just become banter FC. Kobe Mainoo was back fit. No one said a word. Secondly, why does Darren Fletcher have to ask Sir Alex Ferguson if he can be interim manager? Then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Let me pause this video right here. I like the way he started the video because, to be very honest, I tried to look for the material, but I did not get the material. I was looking for a video where I think it was Roy Keane. He was really furious. He was really angry about the fact that most of the things that happen at Manchester United, they always seek the advice of Sir Alex Ferguson. They always seek the advice of Sir Alex Ferguson, and this is already becoming issue. Sir Alex Ferguson has spent his era. Sir Alex Ferguson has achieved what he could achieve during his time. And personally, as a neutral, I think it is time for Sir Alex Ferguson to actually depart from whatever role he has in what capacity at Manchester United. Manchester United right now needs to focus. Manchester United right now need a manager that they can back and that they can trust. But if a manager is being measured by whatever Gary Neville is saying, by whatever, Sir Alex Ferguson advice is, I honestly do not see this manager succeeding in the near future. So I like the way he has started the video. I like what he has said about the fact that why exactly would Darren Fletcher, be seeking advice on whether or not to take the role from Sir Alex Ferguson.
Michael Carrick are front runners to see it out to the end. Not heard anyone saying it's a negative thing, it's bad, it's they get the club and they know what it is. Fourth, now they played the four at the back. By the way, they took a centre half off for 60 minutes. Did anyone complain? Heaven came off and they brought Yoro on. Remember when Amorim was doing that and it was all, he doesn't know what he's doing, he always takes a centre back off. You've now got Bruno Fernandes.
So guys, was Amorim playing 3-4-3? Because Goldbridge really talked about this. I'm still going to get there. Do you think Amorim playing 3-4-3, at Manchester United was actually the right thing for him to do? Spent, I think, 12 or 14 months at Manchester United. A lot of people wanted him to change that formation, and it just would not change that formation. So, do you now really think that after the match against Brighton, where you lost by 2-1, right, in the FA Cup, do you now think that that was actually the right move? Because right now, Manchester United, for the first time in a long time, are going to be playing the fewest matches, amongst the top 3 or top 4, whatever this season. The only competition Manchester United have right now is the EPL.
Cunha trying to play as 10s. And then you finally get goals from the big giraffe, and all of a sudden you sign Prime Zlatan, and he's the best thing since sliced bread. He scored against Burnley. I'm not sitting here saying that Amorim got everything right by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm also saying I still believe Man United can finish in the top 6. I really do believe that. But when you lose the amount of players they have lost, Fernandes was back in this one. Mason Mount came back in this one. You've got Ahmad to come back. You've got Mbuemo to come back. You've got Harry Maguire to come back. You've got De Ligt to come back. All of a sudden, your team looks and feels better. So why this drastic left field change? And all it's done, you've gone to, let's say you go to a 4-3-3 now. You set yourself back and just said that you didn't know what you was doing for 15 months. If you went to somebody and said it was 3-4-3, and we're going to buy in this, what we're going to do. You allowed him to change all of the youth team stuff for 15 months. So think of all of the knock-on effect you've had on those kids' careers. And now, you're probably going to go 4-3-3 again, which is what you had in the first place. But you got rid of all your wingers. Man United has just become banter FC.
Yeah. So, now let's take a look at these tweets. These are banter tweets on social media, so it's okay if you take a look at them. Look at what this person said. He said some months ago, someone posted that the only reason why Manchester United was still in the FA Cup was because the competition has not started. Right, the competition started and Manchester United are now knocked out. And also, if you look at this tweet, you would also see that, a lot of fans are beginning to complain about Maino. Amorim was right. About Garnacho, Amorim was right. About the fact that the problem wasn't because we played 3-4-3 or 5 at the back. Amorim was right. Amorim knew better than you online tacticals. I am genuinely happy he is no longer here. What are your preferences as Manchester United fan? Did you really think Manchester United did not give Amorim, the backing that they should have given him? Did you honestly also think that Amorim, could not do the job? I want to hear from you. I need your opinion. So, read about that. Let us hear what Goldbridge has to say about the whole situation. Let us listen to what Goldbridge has to say about the situation.
I think Wilcox has got to go tonight. I think Barada's got to go tomorrow. And I think Ineos and the Glazers need to be starting the sale process. Because that back four is going to be an absolute disaster for the rest of the season. We can't do it. The reason Amorim played 3 at the back is because it gives you an extra defender.
So now everybody understands why Ruben Amorim played back 3 at the back, Everybody understands. A lot of time they have said Ruben Amorim is throwing the players under the bus because of the fact that he's simply talking about facts. He's simply talking about the situation at Manchester United. What is happening at Manchester United? The ability of the players not to be able to do anything. Darren Fletcher was the one that coached the team, to the Brighton match in the FA Cup. They lost, and immediately Darren Fletcher is beginning to talk about the ability of the players, that they are not strong enough, that the youth players also are not strong enough. Albeit the fact that they have injury problems. Yes, I understand. Bruno Fernandes, I think, is back in that one as well. But they still have some players that are actually on injury, like a Maguire, and they have some players in AFCON. All of these things are quite understandable. But losing out in the FA Cup to Brighton is no excuse.
Because the midfield isn't good enough. We've now removed the midfielder. We're not creating as many chances. And we look all over the shop at the back. And the midfield is shit. So we've got massive problems coming up. I like the back four. I like the back four. But it was a preference. It wasn't a necessity. For some reason, we've got people out there that thought going to a back four was going to make us a decent team. One of them's our director of football. One of them's the owner. Absolute morons. They are sending this club into oblivion. I told you we haven't hit rock bottom, and that was on Tuesday. We're now out the cup. So things are worse than they were on Tuesday.
So do you think Ruben Amorim was rushed, to a sack? Do you think they could have given him more time? Drop your comments in the comment section. Do you think, in the future now, what exactly is there for Manchester United? Who exactly should they bring in as a manager? And if they are bringing in a manager, how long should they be giving the manager for them to be able to actually know if whether or not, he's going to perform well? Yesterday, Rashford, against Manchester, Rashford at Barcelona against Real Madrid won a title yesterday. He won a title yesterday. I'm going to be doing that video, my next video. Please, guys, watch that video because news reaching us right now is that Xavi Alonso has been sacked at Real Madrid, and he is no longer the manager at Real Madrid. So I'm going to be doing that video. Watch it next, and also please do remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. I'm going to be seeing you in the next one.